Hey guys, welcome back. Customer of mine brought me 2007 Fat Boy, and he bought these fake Chinese Harley bags. They're like Harley Davidson electric glide rotating bags. Come with some brackets. So I figured if you guys thinking about doing something like that, I want to show you everything from the beginning. I haven't really got into it yet. Just cut the tape. We're gonna open the box and see what we gotta do and what it takes to make it work. So let's get to it. Okay, so let's see what they look like. Packed pretty nice. So these ones look like they are the newer style. They have these locks. They come with liners. That's the bag. Now the important stuff is the brackets. Okay, so here's everything out of the box. We got the two bags painted. Look pretty good. The rubber mounts are already attached here. They are sitting on. They would be sitting here on the frame. But this was all the stuff that was included with the bracket. So I guess he bought it separately. So this we're not gonna need because that's already on the bags right there. Some mounts, bunch of bolts, washers. I guess for different applications. So we'll see what we're gonna use and what we gonna have to get. Okay, so let's start with this side. What I'm worried about is the turn signal. You're probably gonna have to relocate those, but what I see here is these two match up here, and this is probably gonna match underneath the rear foot peg. So if we take that off and these bolts, hopefully we can attach this bracket on. Alright guys, so I got these two already loose. To get this off, you just gotta get the foot peg off, which is held only by a pin. And don't forget, when you later putting it back in, the best way to do it to use this is the spring washer. You put it on first like this, and then you push the foot peg in to put this pin back in. See, this way, that's the easiest way to reinstall them, because to try to hold it together and put it is difficult. You always put that on first, and then you push the foot peg in. There's a Allen head here, so what I do, because it's deep in, unless you have a deep socket, with Allen head I just use a wrench, crack that loose. And then let's try to finish getting these two off. Not sure if you're gonna have to use longer bolts. Looks like these will be okay. There's plenty of threads. I'm not putting any Loctite right now because I don't know if I'm gonna have to take it back off or how is it gonna work. I'm gonna tighten these two first. As you see here, it's not really exactly where it needs to be. A hole is here, but it's easily bendable. So hopefully this is not gonna be a problem. And now we can reinstall that rear foot peg mount. Like I said, right now I'm just putting things on without Loctite or any of that stuff because I have no clue how this stuff is gonna work. So right now I'm just gonna kind of put it together, and then if everything works fine, I take it back apart. Okay, so the bracket is installed. It looks pretty straight, and now I'm 90% sure this turn signal is going to be in the way, but let's see what happens. So guys, as I suspected, when I line this where it's supposed to go, because there's a cutout for this part, it's only going to go one way. Plus this will line up here later. This will line up here later for the mounts. The turn signal is dead in the way. I mean, it's not happening. You see, when I open the bag, I can kind of put it where it's gonna be, but this turn signal has to be moved. So now I don't have a relocation bracket for it, or mount, or any kind of kit. So I'm gonna take them off for now. I'll show you how to do that, and we're gonna finish installing these bags, and then we'll figure out what to do with the turn signals. You can just press underneath this little keeper. You know, the plug has a little thing here that you press. It's on the bottom, so we can put this out of the way, and then our turn signals are right here. This is the left side, and then that's the right side. For these, you just gotta press with the screwdriver right here, right there, and that's a release. So for this, I'm gonna take this bracket back off. That was the reason I told you earlier I'm not putting any Loctite, because you never know with these Chinese aftermarket things, it never goes on as you think it's gonna go. So you end up taking it off, but and on a bunch of times. Alright, so here the wiring goes just between here and here underneath, which there's just a little retainer. You can pull that wire right out. Okay, so here we get the bracket back on. The turn signal being in the way is definitely a major pain, but let's try to attach this bag first, see how it lays out. Okay, another little problem that I'm seeing right now is if you look at the rubber grommets right here, and you see the hole, which would kind of be like a stock Harley size, they come with these brackets that actually goes, they're supposed to be mounted right there, and the bag is supposed to, the bag's supposed to go in like so, but these mounts are way thicker than the hole. They come with another these mounts, as you see, they're kind of meant to be quick release. I don't really like this setup because it's so easy to look. I just take it and I can just like flick that thing right off. So imagine if that's what's holding your bag, it's probably just gonna fall right off your bike. So I don't know what I'm gonna do here. Kind of thinking maybe cutting this off and just putting a nut and a bolt. So this is what I end up doing. I basically cut these welds. You see these little welds that are on each side of this pin. I just took my grinder and cut that off, and just have the bracket like this. So now I'm gonna try to find a link and I'll show you at least picture in this video of these clips that you can buy on eBay that would still give you a quick release. Or you can just put a bolt with the nut and the washers, but they sell some nice stuff. I'm gonna put right now temporary just regular hardware just so I can put the bag on. I'm gonna have to order some more stuff to make this work. Okay, so on this side I'm running into issue that if I want everything to be straight, I got the turn signal out this same, but look how far I am here from my bracket. I do suspect that, you know, the bracket is normally coming right out of here. I do feel like it's kind of close to the exhaust. So the original bolt is this. I don't know, I'm not sure if this fat boy originally had some kind of kicked out deal, but not sure. Maybe just the exhaust. This is pretty thick. This is pretty oversized pipe. It's just anyway, so I was not able to put this on without looking for a spacer and a longer bolt. Luckily I have this stuff here, so what I have to do is use a longer bolt and spacer that I'm gonna have to paint, so I can accommodate this to be still straight. So this is what it looks like. My spacer, a longer bolt, and now everything is still straight. So as usual, this Chinese stuff, it's not really bolt on and plate. It's kind of like, you have to think about it like it gets you there halfway. You really, if you're doing this at home, you gotta expect running out to a hardware store or ordering a couple other things from Amazon or eBay. But that's the purpose of this video. I'm trying to see what you might need to get ahead of time to make this job easier. Okay, so I was able to put the other side on just as I showed you on the left side. So here is the spacer, the longer bolt. Actually, I think this will be beneficial to the passenger because it's a little bit further from the exhaust. I just have this on. I'm gonna have to take it back off, so I'm gonna paint this, and I'm waiting now for making the better brackets, I mean the better attachment here, but it feels pretty solid, you know, on the bike. Let me show you from the back. This is what it looks like from the back. Not bad. I'm gonna call the customer, ask him if he wants to do the integrated taillight, which would have the turn signals in it, or if he wants me to use the original ones, make some brackets, and I would have to probably drill a small hole somewhere around here for the wires. I think the integrated taillight is going to be a better choice. Okay guys, so I'm going to end here this video. I think you got a pretty good idea what's involved in getting these bags on if you're thinking about putting them on your bike. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.